Morning, everybody. This is Barb from Stormy Acres. I I planted these cucumbers and this dill in this old horse water tank, stock tank, whatever. Couldn't use it for anything else, so I put it in here. And I put composted horse manure, then chicken manure, and then composted pig manure on the top. And I was like, oh my God, look at these cucumbers. Look at them. They're just full of flowers, and they're just little cucumbers all over. There's one right there, but it's just loaded full. And I was reading one of my magazines yesterday when I was on break, and apparently they love compost. So that one was by accident, strictly accident. But I won't plant my dill in there again next year because they're starting to take over my dill. But I want to put those together because those are pickling cucumbers and then the dill for the pickles. So. But my tomatoes, we had a bunch of bad storms come through on Monday, tornadoes and stuff like that. We didn't get anything here, but my tomatoes, I had to put those back up and tie those up this morning. But a lot of them have flowers, and I think there's one that has little tomatoes on it, and I don't know if I probably won't be able to figure out which one it is, but one of them does, anyways. But most of them just have flowers. They're just flowers all over. So pretty soon we'll get tomatoes. And then of course I have to watch out because in between are some cauliflowers that I planted because I ran out of room. But I do need to weed in here a little bit. But some of them are doing pretty good. What I did with this area, this was grass last year. And last fall I put down cardboard all over through here, and then I threw all the, every time I cleaned the chicken coop, I just threw all the straw and stuff. You can see the old straw right here. I just threw that all down here. But this used to be just nothing but grass. So, but anyways, the tomatoes love it. See, they're doing pretty good. Some of them are pretty big. But I was kind of worried about them at first when I first planted them, because I started them from seed, and I was like, these are looking pretty pathetic. But no, they're doing good. Almost every one of them has flowers on in this garden. This is my big garden here. But let's see, like we've got like cauliflowers because I ran out of room. But and then this row is cauliflowers. Some of them are doing really good, pretty big. And then the broccoli, got 2 rows of broccoli. Those are getting big. Those are all broccoli. I have to apologize about the shadow of me. It's because I got the sun behind me here. But so yeah, and then my kale really started coming up. But looks like I got some little chews marks in there. I don't know what that is. And then let's see, spinach is doing okay. I don't know if we're gonna have anything for that. I might have to plant something else. Well, and then okay, these are my yellow beans. Okay, I thought they were bush beans. I was wrong. So I am gonna see these are all vining. Yeah, well, I've got to get out here this afternoon and put some stakes and run some trellis real quick for it, because these are my bush beans. My green beans are bush beans. Well, these were my yellow beans, and I thought they were bush beans, and live and learn. Didn't look at the package, of course. So, and then it starts, the yellow beans start in the middle right here, and then they go back, and then they're all the way through here. So, and then they've got, so a half a row of green beans, and then 3 full rows of green beans. Those are beautiful when you can them. So, got a lot of rain here. And then my beets are doing okay. Might fit them out just a little bit more, but I did manage to get all of the weeds out of there the other day. And the radishes are almost, I think they're almost coming to an end here. See, they're doing pretty good. I'm not planting these kind next year, and I'm going to plant those French breakfast ones because I heard those are pretty sweet, and then maybe I'll like them a little bit better because these are kind of tangy, so a little peppery. Even my daughter wasn't, she loves radishes. And then my onions that Not very happy, but one of the turkeys got into my garden and they stomped all over my onions. And see, they're all busted off. They seem to be coming back a little bit, but they're all, he just trampled on them. But see, it's got a new one coming up, so I don't know. I might have some onions that don't turn out and some that do. They trample through the potatoes. So I've just been pushing them back over here. The plants are starting to die anyways because they've already flowered. There's, I think, yeah, these are, a couple of them just have flowers back over there, but, and there's one up there, but most of them are all done. So those, we'll just let those die down. And then after the plants are all died down here in the next month or so, then we'll see. We'll pull the, I did throw some straw in there just because I didn't want any sun to hit it. Other than that, I've just been kind of dumping the leaves over top so that the sun won't hit that. But I don't know. This thing I planted, some silly goofy little thing I found on clearance. Paid 87 cents for this rocket flower thing, and you just put it in the dirt and throw water on it, and there's some seeds coming up. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. My rhubarb took off. So I might be harvesting some of this and get that in the freezer before it gets too hot, and then it'll get all, it won't be tender. It'll be like all dried out in the middle. So I might be able to get some more of that in the freezer. And then I gotta dig those plants up and move those out of the garden. That was my initial goal. But yeah, so the tomatoes are back there. They're back in the back. And you can see the rest of it. It's all doing good. So pretty soon we'll have, like I said, the tomatoes are all flowered. Those tomatoes are anyways. And then here's my other little gate here that has my peas. The peas all have, see, they have, these are the sugar snaps. And they all have flowers on them. And you can see there's a little pea. 2 little peas right there. Those are the ones that you can eat the pod too. They're really good. I mean, you can eat all the pods, but. And then these are the regular peas. They're all flowered. And then they're, they got some, let's see right there. They got some little peas on them, little pods. See if I can finagle. This is a old dog kennel, so I have to, when you're on the outside, or on the inside, it's a little bit more difficult. And then these were those other little tomatoes that I had extra, and they were looking bad. I trimmed all the bottom leaves off of them. Just took and just trimmed them all up. You can see new ones are coming on here. But these were looking half dead. I gave them some Epsom salts, and now look at them. They're all healthy. So these will be later tomatoes. Whatever. I can't see wasting, you know, I planted all those seeds. So I like to give everything a chance. See what happens. Don't ask me what kind they are. I did 3 different kinds. I lost track of what was what after a while. Don't know. So we're going to see. You can see like these leaves right here are a little bit different than these leaves. So I know they're 2 different varieties, but I can't remember which. I planted, what did I plant? I planted beefsteak, which I think these are more beefsteak. And these might be, I had another smaller, rounder tomato. And then I also planted the little cherry tomatoes. So, and my carrots are doing good over here. My turkeys. Naughty, naughty, naughty turkeys. And there's Buddy. Meow, yeah. There's the turkeys. They're gonna go, I think July they can go. But then, and when I mean go, I mean go to get butchered, and then they'll go in my freezer. I don't do them. They're too big and too rambunctious for me. But you can see the carrots are, they're coming up pretty good there. So I'll just cover that little belly back up there. And I'm not even gonna bother setting them out. We'll see what we get. So, and I didn't wander back. These are more the other rhubarb plants that I brought out. I'm not doing anything with those. I'm just letting them get themselves situated this year. So next year they'll be big. There's 1, 2, 3. And then I'll take the other two that were in my garden area, I'm going to move those out here where these flowers are. My daughter planted these. These are marigolds. She planted those from seed. She bought them for me for Mother's Day, the seeds. And then she planted those out into these old flower boxes that I ripped off the side of the house because I got tired of those. But there's two of those. I thought that might, when they flower, bring some more bees and stuff. And let me close this gate. That's where the garden area is. Oh gosh, this is going to be a long video. Let's shorten this up. But anyways, I just wanted to show you those cucumbers. And then back here, into the other area, and the horses. Horses are eating Jack and Dixie. Trying not to be too fast for you, sorry. Must apologize. Back here, I mowed the grass yesterday, so I had a little path. And then these are doing better in the sun than over here. I don't know how these two are going to do. They're a little bit smaller. Those were the spaghetti squash, so I don't know what we're doing with those yet. And the peppers. Peppers are doing good. Yeah, this downpour that we had, oh man, everything was like laying down. And everything's come right back up. And this one I thought was dying. He's coming back. Little green pepper. Don't know if he's going to do anything, but that's okay. This one got chewed off by something, or it got broke. I'm not really sure. I just took the top off, and now I can see there's all new little leaves coming. So we'll see what happens with him. There's a stinging nettle. I think I'm getting immune to those now. They're all over the place. And you can eat those, by the way, too. I haven't yet, but I know you can. My corn. No, it's not going to be knee-high by the 4th of July. Unless I really squat down a lot to make them knee-high. But, I mean, some of them are doing okay. But I do have ground moles, so I think they, like, you know, I planted the seeds. Like, there's no seeds coming up in here. But they're sporadic, so it's okay. Whatever doesn't do anything, pig will eat, or the horses will eat, or somebody will eat. Acorn squash, those come back. Remember, I planted those back, and they all have flowers on them. And then the flowers all kind of died, and the plants looked horrible, and now they all got new growth again. So we'll have some acorn squash. Zucchinis. Zucchinis always do good. They don't care where you plant them. That's why zucchinis are so prolific. And then back here in the shade, mosquitoes are crazy. Back here in the shade is all of the, you guys probably remember, cabbage. These are all the green cabbages. So this was an experiment to try them back here. I'm thinking they like it back here. So I might have to, when the cabbage really starts forming a head, I might have to try and cover them somehow with some kind of netting, just to keep the bugs from, you know, getting my cabbage. I'm going to try making sauerkraut this year, so. But yeah, you can see, like, the outer leaves. But see how this is, looks like he's already starting to form a head. See, they're starting to form heads now. Cool, look at, see? It's starting to form a head. So, but that's fun. Okay, so I will talk to everybody next time, let you know. I just wanted you to see that, you know, the only reason this doesn't have, like, anything underneath it and it's actual dirt is because this was all, I had to just turn it over with a shovel this year. So it's kind of just something I threw in at the last minute, and we get stuff. I've been trying to keep up with the weeds so that they don't get too crazy and overrule stuff. But yeah, I don't know if you can see how dark my soil is. That's in the horse pasture. That's just from years of letting the horses run out there, and then the chickens scratch all the manure and spread it around, and it just keeps turning over, and then just turns this beautiful black dirt. So anytime I need dirt for the garden, I just go out there and take my wheelbarrow and throw it in there, and off I go. And you can see, my stuff just grows like crazy in it. So I did have to put Epsom salts around my tomatoes though, so I did need some magnesium because they were looking pretty pale, but now you can see how beautiful they were. So okay, I got some more chores to do, so I'm off today, but I have a lot of work to do. I mowed the lawn last night, so I guess now I've got a few more things to do, and then I will find some more. I know I want to get some of this garden weeded today, but I'm not going to get it done while I'm talking to you. So everybody, you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.